All right, good afternoon or good morning, everyone. Happy Monday. So, just before I go over the warm up activity answers, so this week we're going to be doing the same thing that we did last week, solving inequalities, but instead of addition and subtraction, we are going to be doing it with multiplication and division, just like we did with equations. So, Monday is just going to be activities in your practice journal. That's the inquiry base where you're kind of teaching yourself. Tuesday, we're going to get to the lesson. Wednesday, so Tuesday is going to be multiplication, Wednesday division. Thursday is going to be a choice day again, and then Friday will be all work, the deadline for all work to be submitted. All right, I don't have any information updates at this time. If I do, I'll get those in the next tomorrow. So for the warm up, solve the inequalities and equations. So I'm gonna give you guys the answer. If you're happy with your answer, go ahead and stop the video and resume on to the activities. So number one, x is less than 2. Number two, 24 is less than y. 3, r is less than or equal to 13. C equals 3. S equals 50. And x equals 6 and 4. And you can flip them around. So that could be, as long as the open end and the closed end are facing the same number. So 2 is greater than x is also correct. All right. So if you're happy with your answers, go ahead and stop the video and resume the activities. Okay. For those of you who are sticking around, let's go ahead and go over these. All right. So for really all of these, the only difference is the first 3 are inequalities and the last 3 equations, and we solve them the same way. I didn't have you graph the inequalities, so it's really the same thing. The symbols just stay the same. So for number 1, I'm going to take away 9 from both sides, and I'm left with x is less than 2. 11 minus 9 is 2. For number 2, I'm going to add 14 to both sides, and so I'm left with 24 is less than y. Number 3, I'm going to take away 1 from both sides. Remember, if there's not a symbol there, we assume it's just plus 1. So minus 1, and I'm left with 13 is greater than or equal to r. And then for number 4, so this is going to be division. So I'm going to divide both sides by 7, and I'm left with c equals 3. And then number 5, I'm going to do this one to the side. So S5 equals 10. So S5 equals 10. All right, I need to multiply that times 5, and I do the same thing over here. And this is an S, not a 5, times 5. And that crosses out, and so then I'm left with S equals 50. Number 6, 4/5 x equals 5. So I'm going to multiply that by the reciprocal, so times 5/4, and then times 5/4. And these cross each other out, so I'm left with x equals 5 times 5/4, so that'd be 5 times 5 is, so x, so I'm going to put an arrow there because it's not really equal. X equals 25/4, and I'm just going to simplify that. X equals 25 divided by 4 would be 6 and 1/4. All right, so and the last 3 examples, that's going to be what we're going to be doing this week, except with equal signs, we're going to be doing with inequalities. So if you got lost, forgot what to do, hopefully it's going to come back to you once you come back to inequalities. All right, so let's go ahead and stop right here.